You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
The biennial Happiness by Country statistics, run by the International Data Institute, have just been revealed. Once again, Little Cuba leads the charts, beating the runner-up, Denmark, by 3 points. Local businessman Mark Schultz is being investigated for human trafficking after the police found a highly suspicious facility behind one of his car repair shops. Mark's lawyer stated that his client had no knowledge of any double business being run in the shadows, since he is currently in a coma. One of the biggest streaming websites has been taken down following a controversial lawsuit over copyrighted content. The company declared bankruptcy overnight, while the owners have, as yet, refused to make any statement on the subject. Ramiro Fowler, the internationally acclaimed filmer, will be the new head of the National Cinema Academy. According to an interview, the veteran filmmaker feels absolutely delighted with his pajamas. Bursma United continues their astonishing losing streak, and after 7 games lost in a row, the title contenders are placed in the danger zone. The fans, understandably irritated, seem to be already looking for a scapegoat.
You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
Breaking news! Last year's Oscar winner Amanda Stepniak has allegedly stabbed her wife to death with a spoon. The community is in total shock, and now it is up to the authorities to determine how could something like this possibly happen. Middle Korea has become the first country to officially use an electronic voting system for a general election. The soon-to-be ex-president has declared that this is just another step in the right direction, and that he's hoping for his successor to keep up the good work. The yearly summer exodus has begun. Thousands of families have been leaving this ancient nest in search of a warmer place to spend their vacation. The Mother of Dragons recommends exercising caution for those who choose to venture out on the road. WhispMe, one of the top downloaded instant messaging applications, has been found guilty of delivering malware and gathering private data behind its apparently basic functionality. The software, with more than 200 million downloads, has been taken down from the eShop and is advised to be uninstalled immediately. The star of the national football team, Andrew Brooks, has been hospitalized after suffering a ferocious challenge by opposing defender Sagesi Nagobo. Viewer discretion is advised. The smell of these images may be unsuitable for sensitive audiences.
You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
The South African proctologist empowerment group, For Equality, is facing considerable legal trouble since the new head of government took to power several weeks ago. The prestigious organization is pleading discrimination, while the authorities state that such a false accusation is slander and has threatened a countersuit. El Nuevo Cartel, one of the biggest drug trafficking rings in the world, has finally been taken down after several years of intensive investigations. Every known leader has been arrested and will stand trial in the following months. "26 unimportant people were found yesterday night trying to cross the border in their underwear. According to an official statement made by an awkward guy, all of them seem to be safe and under his custody." The Rolling Stones keep rolling. 50 years later, the legendary band has yet again reached the #1 both sides of the Atlantic, thanks to the remake of one of their most acclaimed singles, Painted Pink. Chess has finally made it. The International Olympic Committee has officially announced today that the sport will be joining the upcoming Olympics this year. This opens the debate about whether other mind sports should be added to that list, including the fast-growing esports scene.
You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
A large arms shipment has been confiscated at the frontier, hidden in double-bottomed industrial containers. The whole situation, including the cargo's origin and destination, is being thoroughly investigated due to its unprecedented nature in this country. Several video games have been temporarily banned from the national market due to the new peace and order legislation, explicitly prohibiting products with wee-wees and unskippable cutscenes. Since the ruling, the topic has been hotly debated on social media. Apparently, a great majority of users seem to be looking for exactly that in a video game. This year's Equality book has just been presented and, as usual, it is not exempt of controversy. The book has made quite a flush with some of its statistical studies, such as the positive correlation between a country's GDP and the amount of immigrants per capita. The disease commonly known as camel flu continues its dangerous spread around the Middle East, with Iraq and Jordan being the areas most heavily affected. The new wave of infections may threaten the Damascus Olympics, although the World Health Organization has tagged the disease's contagiousness and lethality as low. The chairman of Bursma United announced today that after meditating profoundly upon it, he decided to sack the chairman. How this decision will affect the club's future remains to be seen.
You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
Morgan Baxter, a plumber from the capital, has been sentenced to 24 months in prison following a single tweet criticising and allegedly threatening the current government. The response has been immediate, with thousands of people on social media expressing their outrage with the tag #resist. Old man yells at himself. The elderly man has drawn the attention of media all around the country by interrupting the parade and energetically standing and yelling a wide variety of insults. The nihilist killer has finally been captured, putting an end to one of the most horrendous murder sprees this century, with over 35 victims in a single year. No Place for the Christmas Tree. The heartbreaking documentary by Nadia Suarez won the EFTA award last night in a wonderful ceremony. The critically acclaimed director made the most of her thank you speech and surprised everyone by announcing her next film, 3 Grades of Women. Good news for the national team. Andrew Brooks has started growing a third leg. According to the doctors, the key player will be ready for the upcoming Damasco Olympics.
You're watching NNC News with Tom Vandercar.
Our country has been listed 257th in genitalia size, according to IFC's annual evaluation. According to several socio-political experts, the current trend is inevitably leading to mass masturbation of unparalleled magnitude. Breaking news from the main avenue, where a pro-life committee has taken to the streets. The situation is volatile, and downtown access is difficult and highly unadvised. Shocking news today, following the assassination attempt of Middle Korea's karaoke star, Yi Young-hwan. The country's current political climate seems to be turbulent, with numerous conflicts emerging all around the capital, while the government struggles to control the masses. "196 aspiring Olympic athletes have been found guilty of doping and will therefore be banned from the upcoming Summer Games. Several countries have lost as many as half of their prospective Olympians, a crippling blow to their chances of bringing home a medal. NNC is bringing the following news to you live. As an impartial bulletin, the staff feels the responsibility to inform you about the current lack of internet in our nation. The oppressive environment has been even harsher since the shitstorm rumours reached the highest authorities. Our heartfelt call to every citizen still listening to us is the following one. We must stand against extremely short socks.